Hi guys, how are you? Okay, this is my last, I'm pretty sure my last Easter DIY. And it's this little precious bunny that I made, well, what I said before, I believe it's been 30 years. So I'm going to recreate this one and make it a little bit more shabby chic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a plate, because I don't have the dimensions of the circle anymore. It's been so long. I made a boatload of these and sold them at one point at Easter time years and years ago. Like I said, my crafts are what I used to use for my spending money. I would sell crafts at bazaars. There was one place in the mall that took my stuff. When the high schools had their Christmas bazaars or spring bazaars, whatever, or word of mouth. And when I worked at the school, parents and teachers would buy things that I made as well. So I want to redo this little cutie, although I'll always keep her. But anyway, I will get all my stuff together and I'll be right back. Okay guys, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take a pencil and I'm going to trace around the plate on the wrong side of the material. Oh, that is light. I can hardly see it. And then I'm going to trace this out for the head, and then I'll be back so we don't have to listen to them with the jackhammer. Okay guys, I shut the window. I hope it helps. I don't know if it's going to or not, but it is what it is. Okay, what I used for the feet and the little paws, feet and hands, is a coffee cup and my Celtic Thunder, my guys, love these guys, that cup. Because this one's a little bit smaller than this one. So, that's what I did there. So now I have all of the circles. You can't see it. You're not going to be able to see it because it's too light, but that's what I wanted, just with a pencil. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these out, and as soon as I get these cut out, get some of my stuff laid out, and go get some of my stuffing. I don't have to get my stuffing yet. What I'll do is I'll cut them out and then I'll get ready to start gathering them. The only thing that I'm going to use as far as a sewing machine is for the ears. The rest of it's going to be all hand sewn. And you could, if you didn't have a sewing machine, you can just go ahead and hand stitch them too. I mean, it can be done. So I'll be back in just a couple seconds. Okay guys, got it all cut out. You can see here's the head, the body, the front paws, back, and the ears. And what I did is I just laid this bunny down and then I traced out the ears. So this is probably going to be about the same size. It might be even a little bit smaller. So if you want bigger, find a huge platter or something. I don't know. Right now, remember when I did the lace for the, what was I doing that for? Remember I was, the lace for the, oh, for the flower. I'm doing the same thing with the big needle and the strong thread. And I'm just basting all the way around this because I'm going to pull it together to form the head of the bunny. And with this particular material, since it's open a little bit, I guess really I should line it, you know, cut another piece of material, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. So as soon as, I just wanted to do this one so you can see me doing it. soon as, shoot. I made the thread really long because I hate to have to stop and rethread, but sometimes it gets tangled, so I don't know which is worse. See, this came undone, dang it. I really like the material, but it has its issues because it's lace, you know, and it's coming undone in certain spots. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the rest off camera, but as you can see, I just gathered it, but I'll come back when I'm ready to put the stuffing in. So hang tight and I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay guys, what I've done now is I've just taken the thread and the needle and I've gathered everything. So there's the head and the body, here are the feet, the fronts, and I'm going to go over now to the sewing machine and just sew the ears. So when I'm done with that, I'll be back and we'll start stuffing it. Okay, I sewed the ears together. And what I'm going to do is put a chenille stem inside of it so I can bend it. So I'm just putting the chenille stem in. And then what I'll do is I'll just gather this up. I'll probably just hot glue it. I might go ahead and, let's see. Well, I'll do this. I'm going to do this off the camera too. I hate wasting the time, your guys' time on that. When you go get Chinese food, don't throw away the chopsticks. Or when you have it delivered, you know how they always give you chopsticks? I can't tell you how many times I've used these for my stuffing, for my, when I sew, or turning it, you know, when I turned out these ears, I went inside to get them, you know, the seam completely point out, I should say. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, don't throw your chopsticks away. Okay, so now, let me put this other chenille stem, and I just, you know, folded it. And then I'm gonna just put it inside the ear. And it'll just open up automatically back up. And then you can pose it. And then I move it over, kind of mold it into the sides of the ear. So there's that. And then I'm going to get the stuffing. I'm going to stuff the majority of this, but I'll stuff one of them on camera. Okay, I've gotten everything stuffed except one, and I'm going to do that on camera. And this is my stuffing. Doesn't matter which one. I just wanted to show you so you know which, I mean the kind, doesn't matter the brand. It's just the fiber fill. And mine is Crafter's Choice from Hobby Lobby. It's Crafter's Choice, isn't it? Yeah. But the thing is, you know, you think that this bag would really go far. You'd be surprised how much it takes just to stuff this little bunny. I mean, it's crazy. So I'm just going to take some out. Because like I said, I've got the others done. Oh, okay. Okay, so got that done. And then I was sewing the ears. And I haven't used my sewing machine since I got it back, you know, from storage. And I don't know what was wrong. Something was going on with it, and I had to try to figure that out, so it took me longer than I thought it would. And I hate when that kind of stuff happens. You know what I mean? When you know that, you know, you got to get going on something. Anyway. Okay, so now I'm just going to stuff this. Making sure that I keep my two threads out that I need to pull together. And this is when you really, I kind of wish I would have used the dental floss now, because when you have to pull it, after you go through all this and you pull it and it breaks, and it has happened to me before. Oh, it's so frustrating. Now I can't find where the thread was that I have to pull. Are you kidding me? Come on, really? Hold on, I gotta find where it is. Now do you see why I don't do this on the camera? Oh. Can you hear them outside? Okay, I gotta make sure I keep a hold of this. What I should have done is made a longer thread to hold on to. Okay. I mean, look how much this tiny little circle is taking. It's crazy how much I'm holding this with this hand, the thread, just so I don't lose it again. And then after you get it filled, you'll want to just kind of mold it around. Look at all this, it'll go in. And again, if I were selling these like I used to, I definitely would have lined it because of the holes, because of the eyelet. But because I'm just making one really to show you guys and to put it up, it's not a big deal to me. You want to get down in here where the other, where you still have material, where it can use some more fiber fill. Okay, so really? Are you kidding me? Okay. Okay, only on live TV. I mean live video. I've got to do it all over. It came out. It didn't break. It just... Okay. I'll be back. I'm going to re-stitch it like you saw and stuff it, and then I'll be back. Okay, guys. Alright, everything's done, and what I did is I didn't gather it and pull it really, really tight. Because after I did, I thought, you know what, I should have made these a lot bigger. But it is what it is. So I did that. This is going to show, but it's no big, I mean, it's not going to show. It's open, but when I glue the head on, it's going to be fine. So I molded it a little bit so it was a little bit more rounded. I don't know if you can tell. And then with your trusty chopstick, if you see something that looks a little bit where you need to fill it in a little bit, just go ahead before you finish it off. And I think I'm going to use this side. See where it's eyelet? I like that. Put a little bit more stuffing. It'll all come together, you'll see. So what you take out of my mistake is make your circles bigger. So if you don't have a plate big enough, just make the circle, you know, use a ruler or whatever and make it bigger. Now the head I did the same thing. So this will be, yeah, this is going to be my front. Okay, and I know you can't see it from the front, but my hot glue Oh, and that hot glue gun that everyone's been asking about that I told you that I saw Quick Flicks that she uses, it's UN glue gun, I believe it is, but it's $119. Oh my gosh, look, I used all the glue. Great, I better get this on quick. There's going to be a bow, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to squish it, and then I will puff it up again. I just want to get it secured. But $119, you guys. But it really looks good. It's got a temperature control like a curling iron would, so you can do it to any heat you want. And it's got a stand that works really good, and it's got the lever where it's more of the, you know, it's not little like this. It's not little like that. I mean, it's big, so that you can maneuver it really well. So I do want to get one. It's just going to take me time to be able to do it. Okay, I got to get another glue stick. What would we do without glue guns, you guys? Good grief. So well, I'll show you in a minute. Yeah, what I did is I just didn't, like I say, I didn't make the circles big enough. You know, it's been so many years since I made that, like I told you, over 30 years ago. I mean, I don't remember what I used. What did I use that was that big? A pizza? Cardboard? Hey, that might be an idea. You know, go to the pizza place, tell them, no, I don't want a pizza, I just want one of your round things that you put the pizza on. And then they'll tell you very quickly you can leave. I'm teasing. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, okay, do you see what I mean? How you can still see a little bit of the, and like I said, it's no big deal because the little paws are gonna go up here, and I may put a bow here anyway, or a Shabby Chic flower. Okay, so that's done, and I have the paws and feet done, and then I have the little, I don't know, what do you call this little, what is it on the bunnies? Not the whiskers, but whatever it is. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut, I'm just going to put a little hole on both sides so I can put the ears in, because I got to glue these ears into the bunny because I don't want them just flopping around. So I'll be back in just a minute. I'm going to gather these up and then I'll be right back. Okay, now comes the fun part. Okay, let me bring you up to speed what I did. Okay, you saw I glued on the head. Okay, then I took and I just cut a little hole on top of the head, and I pinched the ear, you know, and then just stuck it down in there, and then I put some hot glue, and with my trusty, you know what, chopstick, I pushed it down and held it until the glue dried. Now they're still a little floppy, and that's okay, because I can, you know, pose them, and when I start putting everything on here, it'll kind of stand them up anyway. So what we're going to do now is, let's see, what do I want? Because I want this one to hold something like this one. Let me show you. Okay, so, and that's what I'm going to do. So we already did the head, glued it on, put the ears on, cut a little slit in there, pushed them down with the chopstick, put some hot glue. So then I want it to hold something like this is. I could use, you know what, I could use one of those eggs I made. That's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use that egg I made. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, so now we're going to put, and again, they're like this. I didn't completely shut them because I didn't make them big enough. So if I glue them, you know what, before I do that, I'm going to have this one, instead of having a bow like this, you know, a satin one, this one's going to have, I don't know which way to go with this. Do I want it to, oh, well, no, this one's bigger. But this one was made out of fleece, and fleece stretches. This is cotton, and cotton doesn't stretch like fleece does. So, but obviously it was still bigger. Okay. Well, you know what, I could layer it anyway because she's shabby chic, and when you're chicing something, made my own word. Yep, when you're chicing something. Although I will admit, you guys, I am starting to get in a little bit to the farmhouse for my kitchen. Oh my gosh, my son's calling. The one I've talked to you about that does the cooking, if you've watched my cooking videos. Jeremy, you're gonna have to wait a minute. Oh, you guys, can you believe him? Hold on. Good morning. I had to stop with my filming last night on my bunny, but we're gonna finish it today. So, this is as far as I've gotten, okay? We have the body and the head glued on, the ears. Now the ears have fallen back a little bit, so what I've done is I've taken a little bit of a toothpick to try to kind of support them a little bit, but once I get the flowers and everything, they'll be fine. If I was giving this to a child, obviously I wouldn't put the toothpicks. I'd be a little bit leery of that, but since this is just sitting, it's not going to be a big deal. So here we are. Okay, I'll make sure you can see this, okay? Well, you can't see it yet because I have, oh, okay, I'll do that. All right, so I have out this little one's paws, hands and feet, and some silk flowers. And for the muzzle, is that what you call it, a muzzle? I don't know if that's what it's called or not, but the nose, the muzzle, and the eyes, I don't know what you call it. And then I've got out some pearls and some different laces because we're gonna shabby her up. Okay, so let's get started. I think my glue gun is pretty well heated. And again, they're using the jackhammer again down the road, so sorry for the noise. Okay. So I'm just gonna get to working. And I may fast forward this to some extent. I'm not sure yet. I gotta sit her up just so I know where to place these paws. If you have everything ready, I mean, this really is not hard to make. You're cutting circles and stuffing them. And then the fun part is, you know, embellishing, which that's the fun part of anything. I wanted to show you too, I don't know if you remember, but down here before you could see where the stuffing was, remember when I glued it? Well, that's no problem because I have this lace bow and then I'm going to embellish that as well. All right. And here's her little sibling from years ago. Isn't that funny how certain things you just can't get rid of? If you were to talk to my husband, he'd say you can't get rid of anything. Okay, let's see. Where do I want you? I want you just about there. Another glue gun would be really nice, wouldn't it, right now? You want these feet just to rest. I'm gonna hold this tight just for a minute. Like I said, with this material being eyelet, You can see the stuffing through it, but for me, it's not a big deal. If I were selling these or, obviously I would have lined it. Get these to where they're. Can you hear them out there? I don't know if you can, but I'll tell you what, they have a fun job. They're just yelling and laughing, and we might as well, right? Ow! Just got my finger. Again, I didn't pull these really tight when I put the stuffing in because I realized I didn't make the circles big enough. So the stuffing is showing a little bit down here, but I'm going to be putting lace, so it won't matter. Now I just have to decide which lace I want. Okay, so now, I don't know if you can see, oh, sure what. But I have the little feet on. Cute. And let's see, let's do this a little bit more. I wish I would have invented glue sticks. Can you imagine? I always think of that, you know, when you watch these shows where they they create and are able to sell what, you know, inventions they've made. They think, why didn't I think of that? I don't know. Okay, let's see. Do you ever look at certain laces and you don't have a lot, or you don't remember where you got certain ones and you think, oh, I don't know if I want to use it for this because I might want to use it for that. Just use it. Because I'm thinking there is one other thing that I could use this particular lace for. I love lace. I'm going down here in my stash to see what else What are you guys going to do today? What are you guys doing? That's kind of cute. Get the paws on in a minute. Can you see the little eyes here? The nose. I was thinking about her holding the egg that I made, the big one. I think that's going to be too big. So I think I'm going to do the smaller one that has the lace on it already. How cute, huh? You know, I wish I had a little basket. All right, I'm going to figure out these feet and then I'll be back when I start embellishing with the flowers. Okay, I figured it out. I did one already and I'm going to start the other one. What I did is I took this lace and I'm putting it around her little feet. And that's going to hide any imperfection you might see where I glued it on. So here we go. I'm just going to let you watch the process today, I think, and not bug you with talking. Now watch, I said that and then I'll keep talking. Nope, I'm not. Do just what I said, I'm not going to talk. So you watch, see I just, jeez, I couldn't be quiet if my life depended on it. No, really I am. I am now. I'm not kidding. I'm just going to work through this process with her and I'll come back and talk after I'm done. I'll put some music on while I'm doing this because I think it's nicer when there's music. Just makes it a little bit more fun to watch. Just my opinion. I always feel like I have to just say that's my opinion. So I'll be back.
I'll never be a millionaire. Whoa, boom, boom, and zippity zoom. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. I don't care. We bop and hippity hop. I'm as happy as I can be. Whoa, boom, boom, and zippity zoom. Love is sweet, love is grand, works one. We bop and hippity hop. I'll never be a millionaire. Whoa, boom, boom, and zippity zoom. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. I don't care. We bop and hippity hop. I'm as happy as I can be. Whoa, boom, boom, and hippity zoom. Love is sweet, love is grand, works one. We bop and hippity hop. I'll never be a millionaire. Whoa, boom, boom, and hippity zoom. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. I don't care. We bop and hippity hop. I'm as happy as I can be. Whoa, boom, boom, and hippity zoom. Love is sweet, love is grand, works one. We bop and hippity hop. I'll never be a millionaire. Whoa, boom, boom, and hippity zoom. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. I don't care.
You know what, guys? I am going to talk for a minute. I think I'm going to move my camera down. I don't know. I did half of it this way, but I'm going to put it down like I did with my other stuff. I don't know how much you're seeing of this. I can't really tell, so I'm going to turn it off for a minute and then I'll be right back when I reposition the camera. Okay, guys, do me a favor, would you please? I mean, I really do need your feedback on this one. Let me know if you like this position when I'm making things or when it was the overhead, okay? Because I you know, obviously I want to, when I'm making something, if someone wants to make it, I want them to be able to see as best they can. So let me know. Okay, now I'm going to get quiet again and listen to some music while I get this going. And if I have to interject something, I will, but for now, I'll try to pick out some good music while you're watching.
We bop and hippity hop. I'm as happy as I can be. Whoa, boom, boom, and hippity zoom. Love is sweet, love is grand, works one. We bop and hippity hop. I'll never be a millionaire. Whoa, boom, boom, and hippity zoom. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. I don't care.
Will you take part in my life, my love? That is my dream. I just wanna be. It's what you make it. Always try to give. Don't ever take it. I just wanna be. It's what you make it. Always try to give. Don't ever take it. I just wanna be. It's what you make it. Always try to give. Don't ever take it. I just wanna be. It's what you make it. Always try to give. Don't ever take it. Life has its music. Life has its song. Life has its music. Life has its song. Life has its music. Life has its songs.
Okay, everybody. I think I am done. I could keep going on and on, but there has to come a point you stop. So let's go over what I did. All right, once I gathered the circles, stuffed them, glued them together. For the ears, I cut a little opening in the ear to stick it down in, which I had to put a little toothpick, but I knew I was going to put these flowers, so when I did the hot glue, I squeezed them together to hold it, so now the ears are fine. And then I put on her little face and worked in these roses, and I wanted her to have pearls because Shabby Chic does have pearls. And then the little egg that I made in my other video where I decoupaged on the eggs that were just the plastic, the pink and greens and all that, looked like this, and then I decoupaged the napkin on, so I thought this was perfect for her to be holding. To me it looks just so sweet and angelic, and when I added the lace onto the egg, it just added to her. So I hope that you guys will try this. It really isn't hard at all. It's a matter of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 circles gathered with a gathering stitch with a needle and thread. And you could even, like I said, you could even do the ears without a sewing machine. And the little puff balls you get at Hobby Lobby, these were buttons, black buttons that you can also get at Hobby Lobby. Actually, all of this, except for the egg and the flowers. I can't remember where I got these flowers from though. All of it came from Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby did have this material at one time. They don't now, but Joann's does, the very same material. So if you try it, let me know. Perfect for Easter. Can you imagine? I'll take a picture, because I always take pictures at the end, as you know, if you follow me. But I will put her in the basket, see how she looks, and so you can get it close up. But wouldn't this be adorable? Especially for maybe a little girl's first Easter, a little baby girl, or to give to your mom or your grandmother that loves the holidays or just loves bunnies. So I have a lot of bunnies in my house on a regular basis, so she'll fit perfectly into my craft room. So here is my bunny from 30 years ago. And now she has a family member. Okay, guys, you take care. And leave me a comment, tell me what you think. Have a great day. Bye.